So a few days ago, there was a licensing expo in Las Vegas that Zag had a booth in. From this, we got quite a lot of interesting information regarding all things Miraculous, including season 6 and specials. So let's get into it. The first thing is that supposedly the trailer for season 6 was shown to the people there, which I thought was kind of weird because last time I checked we weren't anywhere near a trailer, but honestly, I'm not complaining. Now, one thing I will mention about this trailer is that it is going to be a hot minute before we even get to see it. Typically, Zag doesn't release trailers until we get really close to the actual release, and we know for a fact that season 6 will not be coming out until almost the very end of 2024, which is obviously months and months away, so probably won't see it for a while. Now getting into the fun part. A new special was announced via a poster that was placed within the booth. The special is another Miraculous World special, and it's titled Miraculous World London at the Edge of Time. In the poster, we can see Ladybug standing in front of the akumatized symbol. Within the symbol, we can see Adrinette on the left and Bugnoir and Gabriel on the right. Both are obviously from the finale. In the bottom right, we see Miss Funx, and on the left, someone we have yet to meet. The suit looks very similar to that of Ghost Force, so a lot of people have theorized that maybe this is the crossover episode between the two shows. However, nothing official has come out saying that it is or isn't, so as of right now, it's still unknown who they are, but still something to note. A few days later, we got yet another poster for this special. This one I actually really love. I mean, I love the other, but this one I think is just my favorite. Just like with the other poster, there is a lot of visuals from the finale, which is pretty big in my opinion. Just from looking at these posters, we can clearly tell that this special and the end of season 5 are very intertwined. And I'm really curious as to why they chose these photos specifically to put on the poster. Was it just random, or is there some kind of deeper meaning? I feel as though there has to be some kind of reason that they chose these specific photos to use. I don't really have any theories as to why they used these, but I feel as though it could mean something, so if you guys have any ideas, feel free to let me know. Another thing to note about this poster is that it gives us the episode length, which is 44 minutes. Moving on though, I wanted to give you guys some context for this special. If you guys remember a while back, I even made a video about it. There was news of a new special episode called The End of Ladybug. Not long after we got the news of that, there was some information that leaked regarding a world special. It was called Miraculous World London, Chronobug and the Ghosts of the Past. Obviously, I don't want to go too into detail about the leak and why, because I don't even want to even talk about leaked stuff. I'm only bringing this up because it brought up a lot of questions about the whats and hows. Many people were confused as to whether this was the same special as The End of Ladybug or if it was a completely new special. Luckily though, a few days later, brand ambassador Angry and Aggressed went on her Instagram stories to say, clarifying some questions I have been receiving. Yes, there is a new special. Yes, it is no longer called The End of Ladybug. However, the title itself isn't 100% confirmed yet, so I'll share the final one eventually when I am able to. The new special will be wonderful. It takes place during season 5, which sounds confusing, but it will make sense eventually. It is a Miraculous World special just like the other TV specials we have gotten. So yes, the End of Ladybug special is in fact this London special, and no, there is no special called Chronobug and the Ghosts of the Past. It is called At the Edge of Time. I realize I should probably also mention the fact that although the title for the special is wrong, Chronobug is in fact Ladybug's new name for this special, which is why I feel like a lot of people theorized that the End of Ladybug special was the special that they were talking about in that leak. I think we got some kind of like synopsis or something for the End of Ladybug special, and it mentioned Ladybug's new name being Chronobug, so there you go. I knew there was probably going to be a few people confused by that, so just wanted to clarify that so we're all on the same page. Now here's where we get to the fun stuff, theories. The first thing I wanted to mention is that Kelsey said this special occurs during the season 5 finale, which now that we have the poster, looking back at this totally makes sense. I think we all know by now that there was a lot of gray area between the time that Gabriel made the wish and the time that they had the pool party. Everything was such a mess, but then within a matter of seconds, everything was perfect, almost a little too perfect, to the point where it's like suspicious. I've always said that a bunch of stuff had to have happened between those two time frames, and I think this special kind of confirmed that to be true. So I definitely think that this special takes place during that time period. Maybe the whole reason why there was so much gray area was because they needed to leave that stuff out so they would have room for this special. And also because Bunnix is heavily involved with this special, I would not be surprised if that is the case, because when you make the wish, you know, the whole universe is kind of changed. And you know, when there's disaster in regards to time, Bunnix always shows up. So I think Bunnix maybe shows up to help Ladybug fix everything that Gabriel had ruined. Not to mention, this is the London special, and you know who's in London right now? Adrian Agreste. This special could very well be our insight to Adrian waking up and finding out what happened, and then him coming back to Paris. Like I said, I just think there's so much context that's missing within the finale, and maybe this special is the reason why it was missing. I just feel like this special is going to be a major, oh, so that's what happened moment. Like everything that didn't make sense while watching the finale will probably make sense after watching this special. I've seen a lot of people say that this special might have something to do with Lila in the catacombs at the very end of Recreation, where we see the blue light come in. Maybe that could be an introduction to this special. However, the only thing that's a little bit confusing and contradicting about this is if this special takes place during that time period where Gabriel makes the wish and they have the pool party, the blue flash couldn't be correlated with that special because obviously that happens after the pool party. Because you know, right before she takes the Miraculous out, she was talking to Mr. Damocles about the new school, and the school hadn't been created until after the pool party, or during it at least. So I'm not entirely sure about that, but then again, this special does involve Bunnix, so there's a big possibility that this special could be taking place before Lila takes out the Miraculous, but Bunnix jumps in time to when she gets the Miraculous. I don't know. I guess we'll just have to wait and see what this special is about. I'm also really mainly hoping that this special gives me my answer to where the heck Emily's statue went. I've talked about this countless times and made countless videos about it, but it's just something that I haven't been able to wrap my head around. Like, how was her statue just gone? I'm like, something must have happened, right? Like, it couldn't have just disappeared like that. I think if this special doesn't give me my answer, I might actually cry. Like, Emily is now gone. That statue was my one piece of her, and then you decided to take it away too? Anyway, the other and last theory I wanted to discuss doesn't actually come from me, but rather, yet again, Adrian Agreste. I absolutely love her and her theories, so I just wanted to share what she posted on Instagram. So, here's what she said. So by now you may or may not have seen the new posters for the upcoming Miraculous World London special, At the Edge of Time. In this poster, aside from the additional characters and recognizable scenes in the background, we see a new costume for Ladybug, and it's yellow. Now, some of you may be wondering, why yellow? If it's a time-related special, wouldn't it be blue like Bunnix? Well, I am here to theorize the color scheme and offer some fun information in the meantime. So let's start with her new form name, Chronobug. Now, Chrono in Chronobug is likely a play on the Greek god Chronos, the god of time, which makes sense when you consider the fact that this new special seems to be centered around Bunnix and is literally called At the Edge of Time. Now, here's where the yellow could come into play. Chronos, the god of time, ruled during the mythological Golden Age. Call it a stretch, but yellow is pretty similar to gold and could be a continued homage to the Greek god for which her new form seems to be named. Alternatively, this new design could have a much more obvious inspiration, the orange ladybird. Orange ladybirds are a type of beetle resembling a ladybug but with yellow/orange hues and white spots, which does seem to resemble the new suit quite a lot. So this was obviously just a little theory about Ladybug's new look. I'll obviously let you guys decide what you think of this. I'm not going to go into detail about it, but what I will say is that I love her new look and I'm actually so excited to see more of it. And I also can't wait to see exactly how and why it changes. Anyway, this is all we have so far. Like I mentioned, I am so excited for this special. So far, I think all of these specials have been really interesting and fun to watch, but they haven't been that informative or important to the story or plotline. But I feel as though this special will be a lot different in regards to that, which I think is one of the reasons why I can't wait to see this special. As always, the more information we get about this special, I will be sharing with you guys, so make sure you guys stay tuned for future videos about it.